Hello, thanks so much for tuning in to this video. So, I'm still bothered by what they did to Abbie Mills on Sleepy Hollow. She was the number one reason I watched the show. Nicole Beharie is an extremely talented and beautiful actress, and it was exhilarating to watch a fantasy slash supernatural show with the black woman in the lead. When I first tuned in to the first season, the possibilities for the show seemed endless. I loved the chemistry between Abby and the male lead, and I could see them becoming a strong duo of friends with a large cult following. Like those shows that have just a really strong friendship at the center of the show, or even like a budding romantic pair, after years of friendship, maybe a few seasons down the line, they realize they have feelings for one another, something like that. But regardless, the show was fun and it seemed to be going somewhere until, spoiler alert, and this is a huge spoiler, they obliterated their own show by killing off one of the two lead characters and arguably the lead, Abbie Mills. I know they tried to continue the show without her and were unsuccessful as it was canceled the very next season. But I can't tell you what happened on the show after Abby left because I stopped watching. So when Abby left, I left too. And so did a lot of people. As you can see from these comments, articles, blog posts, and such, people all over the internet hated this. Now, we could discuss details about what happened and why, but multiple videos on the subject are already out there providing details and analysis. And frankly, we know the reason why. Racism, misogynoir, jealousy towards black women, these kinds of things. Nevertheless, I do want to make a few brief points. So, in my opinion, and all of this is my opinion, they didn't know what they had. A black women led fantasy show is very unique now and then even and at the time that this was made. There's basically a hole in the market there, and audiences are craving shows to fill that gap. Black women like me and you watching, but also allies, people who aren't black women who loved Sleepy Hollow and loved seeing Abbie Mills on there. I've seen many, many, many comments from women of other races, people of other races, men, talking about how upset they were when Abbie Mills was killed off of her own show. So there's just really this opportunity there. And I think that, the creators of the show didn't realize that the black woman lead was the reason many people were tuning into the show at all. As a result, logical, rational, strategic decision making that could have led to years of success for the show gave way to nonsensical actions with a very chaotic and unsatisfying outcome. Because ignoring your audience isn't profitable. Doing things like killing off your lead, it's not profitable. The second point I want to make is that sometimes creators seem to overestimate the importance of characters that look like them while underestimating the importance of characters who do not look like them. It's no coincidence that when you look into the people in production and development responsible for these shows that treat black women actresses and their characters horribly, time and time again, they're not black people. They're not black women. They're non-black women. They're people who could be racist and or jealous of black women, maybe don't want to see the black women actresses and their characters treated well, being courted and pursued, being rescued or being the hero. They could be people who are over identifying with characters in the show who look like them, the same race, hair color, etc., while failing to realize the significance of key characters, even lead characters that don't look like them. So, I think how Bonnie's character in the Vampire Diaries was treated is another example of this problem. That said, in this video, I'd like to focus on a more positive point related to the issue of black women being mistreated as characters and actresses. What can you do if you're still upset about it years later? Point one, you can seek out and support her other projects that respect her and respect her character. So, for example, you can go to the actress's IMDb page and look for movies and shows that are new or just new to you. They may have come out a while ago, but you haven't seen it. So for Nicole Beharie, one example is a film called My Last Day Without You. I thought it was such an adorable film. It's a romance. So if you like those, I would highly recommend checking that out. I've also watched a couple episodes of The Morning Show, literally just to see Nicole's character story. It went viral a while back. So I just tuned into the specific episodes in which her character appears. I have no interest in watching the other episodes of that show, to be honest. Or like for Kat Grimm, if you're still upset about how Bonnie was treated in the Vampire Diaries, you could check out Love in the Villa. That's a romantic comedy. The Holiday Calendar, also rom-com, or How It Ends, and that one is a thriller. You can do this, of course, for any Black woman actress to find other shows and movies to watch. I'm bringing it up here because I think these are great ways to kind of help, kind of cope with Bill being so upset about something like what happened to Abbie Mills happening to a beloved Black woman character. The second suggestion is to share recommendations with other like-minded Black women. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, and it feels great. If even one Black woman watches this video one day and watches one show or movie I recommend and it makes her smile or brightens her day, she, sees good representation in the character, it would make me so happy. There's so much negativity out there directed towards us as Black women, that it just feels really good to share awesome movies and shows where we're in the lead, especially, where the characters treated with respect, where, the actors are treated with respect. So on that note, I will conclude. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you'll be joining me for the next video.